To the fight between the Trump administration and California on stopping California's skyrocketing homelessness. An estimated 130,000 people in California are homeless, more than any other state. Homelessness up nearly 50% in Oakland, more than 40% in San Jose, double digits in San Francisco. With us now, Dr. Ben Carson, the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Great to see you, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you.
What is the Trump administration plan on homelessness in California? We keep hearing it could be ready for the president's review in coming weeks.
Yes, well, obviously we want to have a situation where we have cooperation between the federal, state, local governments, as well as the nonprofits, the for-profits, the faith-based organizations. So, that's the ideal situation. We've been talking to all of those various entities. And we have to talk about both an acute phase and a chronic phase, and recognize that you have a whole host of different kinds of reasons for people to be homeless. You have those who are drug addicted, you have those who have mental problems, you have those who fall on hard times because of a job or family illness, divorce. And so obviously one solution does not fit all of them. But we do know that we have some health hazard issues that are going on because of the fact that we're leaving people on the streets. There's feces, there's urine, there's vomitus, there's needles. And these are the kinds of things that set up a situation where you can have a major epidemic. So we need to fix it. And that means taking people off the street and putting them in a location that is safe, but also a location in which we can provide some of the wraparound services. Because it's not just a matter of getting them off the street, it's a matter of figuring out why they're on the street in the first place, and then thirdly, seeing if it can be fixed. And that's what real compassion is. And somehow we've gotten off base and started thinking that compassion is just to leave people out there and let them do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, the Washington Post reporting last week that the administration is considering sheltering people on federal property. And then you have Governor Gavin Newsom of California saying to the Trump administration, give us the money that we want for federal housing vouchers. It could benefit 50,000 homeless people. So will the Trump White House say, yes, use federal property to shelter homeless people in California?
There's probably going to be a combination of things, but the one thing that we know that doesn't work is just throwing money at it, because the more money you throw at it, the higher the prices go, the regulations continue to grow, and you'll never catch up. You're just chasing your tail. So it's sort of like in medicine, you look at the person who has a fever, you don't just treat the fever, you say, what is causing the fever, and you go to that. And this is what we've got to do with the housing crisis, or we'll never catch up.
So yeah,
we're very happy to work with the governor. We're happy to work with the mayor, with the county commissioners, all of these people. But we have to do things that make sense, and we have to look at the data. We have to look at the evidence and do things based on that.
Doctor, I want to switch gears. Military veterans and their homelessness is a serious problem. A really interesting trend for example, in Milwaukee and Kansas City, veterans groups are helping to build what are called tiny homes for military veterans. Is that something that HUD has considered?
Yes. In fact, last summer we had on the National Mall, a showcase of affordable housing, and it included tiny houses, container houses. We're talking about manufactured housing and 3D printed housing. All kinds of technologies are available.